More often than not, we are our biggest enemies, and our mind, uncontrolled, is the worst of all. So today I'm going to talk about 5 things or 5 thoughts that often come to my mind which stops me from doing anything or becoming a creator. So stay tuned. First one is negative thoughts. Before somebody else can beat us, our mind beats us to it. And the biggest of all is our ego self, which stops us from any kind of failure because it's trying to protect its own identity. Anytime we try to do something, the negative thoughts often come in, showing us all the scenarios on why we might fail and how everyone else might feel about you if that happens. A lot of these mental creations are often far from the truth, and the people who truly loves us will always be by our side no matter what. So easiest thing to do with this negative thoughts is to not think about those. Think of the opposite. Any negative thought comes, think of the opposite thought and make sure you focus on the positive thought rather than the negative. Number 2 is inferiority complex. Let's say if I were to record this YouTube video, there are lots of thoughts that came to my mind about people have better equipments, people have been doing it for 10 years, people have better content, better thought, and much more. And the more we divulge with those things, the more we watch other people, the worse we feel about ourselves. This is actually statistically proven with the latest social media apps and the studies done behind them. And the easiest thing again is to not focus on that. If you want to create certain kind of content or if you want to create something, believe in yourself, believe in your own perspective, be honest with it, have the right intentions, put the right effort, and don't be attached to the results. Do it for the sake of doing it because that's where your joy lies, and stay away from constantly watching the competition. If you keep looking at others, there's only gonna be feelings of jealousy or inferiority, whereas learn to be happy with your own self and the stuff that you are doing. And I would go as far as not even divulging or engaging with them, if at least for the start, until you build up your own confidence. And then as you grow, it will stop affecting you more and more, and then it won't even matter. Third is social anxiety. This is one of those things that stops us from doing or taking any brave decisions. What will my partner say? What will I say to my parents? What will my friends say? What will the relatives say? These are nothing but barriers, again created by your own self by giving others too much importance. And it's not saying that the people around you are bad, but you shouldn't create blocks in your own self because of those reasons, a lot of which are not even true. Because if people around you truly believe in you or truly love you, then they are still gonna be around. So don't get in the business of having social anxiety of what will people think. Do things, own it, believe it, be honest with it, and when you are honest with things, there's no fear or there's no anxiety. Fourth is fear of failure. This is one of the things that often stops us from doing things in the first place, because as soon as we start doing something, let's say if this video is created, all of a sudden there's some definition that we end up creating that, okay, if this many views are achieved, then it's a success or it's a failure. Don't get into that business. You are doing it to send a positive message or entertain people, whatever that is, but you are doing that for your own joy. Don't put definitions of what success or failure is. Don't be in that business in the first place. Be in the business of being joyful, doing things that brings joy, and keep that definition simple as possible. We do a lot of things that's for others already. If you are doing something like this, let it be for entertainment or education. Don't attach yourself, identity of yourself with its success or failure. It's something you do. Yes, it in some way is extension of your personality, but it is not you. This is an aspect about me, but I am not this. I am just not this. I am not one part, one name, one definition. It's a lot of things combined together. So don't attach yourself to it too much. Don't link it to anything to your identity self. Be with it, but be oblivious about it. It's one of those quotes that Steve Jobs said, stay hungry, stay foolish. So don't let ever fear of failure stop you from doing anything. Let your driver and measurement only be joy in your own life through your own self. Finally, fifth and the most important one, this is the one reason I didn't drive myself or push myself as much as I could have, was consistency. If we pick something, I learned this very late in life. If this habit or the consistency was in me probably 10 years ago, I could have done a lot more out of life, but better late than never. So anything you pick, take your time for it. Don't rush into making decisions that, okay, from tomorrow I'll do this. No, easy come, easy go. If you want to do something, make sure you think over it. Spend days, weeks, months over it, whether this is the thing you want to do. But once you do that, be consistent. Be consistent and don't ever give up. And when we say consistent, it has to be every day, 7 days a week, throughout the year, ideally at the same time, at the same place. Because what happens is, when you do the same thing, same day, every day, same time, you start building then that as part of your subconscious. Your body cycle changes that way, and for example, if I'm meditating every day at 10 consistently for 7 days a week for months and months or years and years, automatically at that time, no matter where I am, the mind will become meditative, because body has its own time cycle and it will automatically adopt to it. So don't let any of those things impact you. Don't worry about equipment. I use my wife's phone to record this and have bought no more than 10 pounds of equipment to create all these things. Let's summarize this. Convert your negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Don't have any inferiority complex. Just start with where you are and do things for your own joy. And don't compare yourself or even engage with those things until you feel comfortable. Trust yourself and people around you, and they'll love you no matter what. So leave that social anxiety away. Do it, keep doing it until you achieve what you want. There should only be two things: achieving your goal or on your way there. There should be no fear of failure. And finally, be consistent. Take your time picking it, but once you do, be consistent no matter what. So hope you found this useful. These are some of the things I struggled to understand throughout my 20s, and it stopped me from being a creator and doing things I wish I had done earlier. Share your thoughts on what are the things that stops you from doing what you want. Leave that in the comment section below. Hit that like button. It will really help us out. Share this with your friends. Spread the word. Please subscribe to this channel. We will be uploading one video every week on Friday and Saturday. Please like, share and subscribe. Until next time.